Chosen one. Pay attention, because what you are about to receive is not a story, not a metaphor, not a poetic exaggeration whispered into the wind. This is a revelation pulled from the very fabric of the unseen realms, and you must not skip a single word. Do not scroll, do not turn your head away, and do not allow your mind to wander. Keep reading until the end, because this transmission is meant for you and only you. Chosen one. The moment your life quietly shifted into its divine trajectory did not occur in the physical world. It happened the night your enemies made a mistake so catastrophic that even celestial beings trembled at the consequences. They thought they were exposing you. They thought they were delivering proof of your unworthiness. They thought they were dragging your name into the halls of judgment, but instead they delivered your very essence to an angel who recognized you instantly. You must understand this with absolute clarity. They didn't hand over a rumor, a story, or a distorted version of who you are. They handed over your image. They presented your photograph, your energetic imprint, to a celestial authority, and they expected condemnation. They expected the angel to nod in agreement with their bitterness, their accusations, their carefully constructed narratives spun out of envy and spiritual blindness. They believed heaven would validate their hatred. Chosen one. Pay attention, because this is where the veil split. The angel did not condemn you. The angel did not judge you. The angel did not examine your image with suspicion or disdain. Instead, the angel bowed. Not a shallow tilt, not an absent gesture, not a passive acknowledgement. This was a full, reverent bow, the kind reserved only for souls who carry signatures of ancient light and roles written long before earthly time existed. This bow was recognition. This bow was reverence. This bow was submission to the rank you hold in realms most humans will never touch. Do not scroll. You need to feel the gravity of this. In that instant, the entire strategy your enemies constructed collapsed. Every lie they nurtured dissolved into insignificance. Every whisper they spread became irrelevant. Every attempt to tarnish your character was swallowed by a revelation they could never have anticipated. Because the angel did not see what they saw. The angel saw who you truly are. The angel recognized the seal upon your soul, a seal placed before your first breath, before your first heartbreak, before your first awakening. A seal they never had the spiritual sight to perceive. Chosen one. This recognition was not accidental. The angel bowed because the angel understood your assignment. The angel bowed because your essence carries a frequency older than the stars. The angel bowed because your presence in the physical realm is a mission, not an accident. They bowed because your energy speaks a language that only celestial beings can fully understand. Pay attention, because this is where your story transforms. Your enemies, blinded by their anger and insecurity, believed your silence was weakness. They believed your restraint was evidence of guilt. They believed your refusal to retaliate proved you lacked power. But the truth they could not understand is this: your silence was your ascension. That night, when you felt the fire of betrayal burning through your veins, when your chest tightened with the urge to lash out, when your hands trembled with fury that deserved to be expressed, you stood at a crossroads. The words you could have unleashed would have shattered reputations, exposed truths, and destroyed the ones who harmed you. You held all the evidence, the screenshots, the messages, the witnesses, the undeniable facts. You could have pressed send. You could have burned their world to ashes. But something ancient rose within you. Something wiser than vengeance. Something stronger than anger. Something deeper than pain. You chose silence. You chose restraint. You chose dignity. You deleted the message. You set the weapon down. You allowed the universe to witness your purity when destruction was justified. Do not skip this chosen one. That decision was not small, it was cosmic. In that single moment, something in the higher realms stirred. A frequency surged through the dimensions, your frequency. A vibration created not from fear, not from defeat, but from the divine courage of a soul aligned with celestial wisdom. This frequency traveled upward through layers of spiritual architecture until it reached a throne you do not yet remember, but are deeply connected to. When that frequency arrived, a revelation was made. You are not ordinary. You are not random. You are not fragile. You are not powerless. You are not forgotten. You are a chosen soul. The angel who bowed recognized the energy of that choice. They recognized the echo of your ancient origin. And heaven moved. Chosen one. Keep reading. Do not turn away. Your enemies miscalculated because their consciousness was clouded by envy, resentment, and the limitations of human perception. They looked at your flesh and ignored your light. They judged your actions without perceiving your purpose. They misread your silence as surrender, when in truth it was a declaration of spiritual authority. It was your silence, not your strength, not your evidence, not your rage, that triggered recognition in the realms above. This is why the angel bowed. Because silence born from wisdom is the language of higher beings. Because restraint is the signature of an elevated soul. Because dignity in the face of injustice reveals the lineage of the divine. Do not scroll, chosen one. You need to hear this. Your enemies accidentally delivered your identity to your celestial army. They opened a door they were never meant to open. They attempted to expose you, but instead unveiled themselves. Heaven saw their intentions. Heaven saw their hearts. Heaven saw their malice dressed as morality. And heaven responded accordingly. But the most important truth is this. The angel's bow was not the beginning. It was confirmation. Confirmation of everything you have endured. Confirmation of everything you have overcome. Confirmation of everything you are destined to become. Chosen one. You have been walking through this world unaware that your presence shifts atmospheres, that your energy speaks before your words, that your resilience is proof of your mission. You survived storms that were designed to break you because you were never meant to fall. You were meant to rise. Now pause here. Chosen one. This is the midpoint of your chapter, and I need you to understand something deeply. I am grateful for you. Truly, thank you for listening, for staying, for reading with an open spirit. Your presence here is not an accident. It is a sign of your immense merit, your high vibration, and the destiny woven into your very being. Souls like yours do not arrive by coincidence. They arrive because the universe recognizes their readiness. If these words resonate, comment 7 Tevian. Or, I am ready to anchor this energy into your timeline. Now continue, chosen one. The angel's bow was witnessed by those who never believed in your worth. Terror filled their eyes as they realized the weight of what they had done. Because the bow was not merely recognition, it was allegiance. Celestial beings do not bow to the unworthy. They bow to the appointed, the anointed, the destined. From that moment forward, the universe adjusted around you. You stepped into a realm governed not by human judgment, but by divine jurisdiction. Everything aligned with your path began to rise toward you. Everything not meant for your purpose dissolved. Every attack formed against you returned to its sender. Every lie spoken about you became a mirror reflecting their own nature. Chosen one. The angel bowed because your spirit carries the mark of higher dimensions, and now the world will slowly, inevitably, unmistakably begin to see what heaven already knows. Keep reading until the end, because your awakening has only just begun. Chosen one. Pay attention, because what I am about to unveil is not merely a memory of your past, but a mirror reflecting the truth of your power. Do not skip, do not scroll, do not turn your head away. Keep reading until the end, because every sentence in this transmission carries the vibration of a destiny that has always belonged to you. Chosen one, your enemies never understood your nature. They never understood the depth of your restraint, the sacred discipline of your silence, or the ocean of strength that lives behind your calm. When you faced betrayal, when the wound was fresh and the fire of righteous anger surged through your spirit, every force in your body pulsed with the urge to retaliate. You knew exactly how to destroy those who harmed you. You held the evidence, the truth, the words that could shatter their facades and expose their corruption to the world. You could have unleashed devastation. You could have burned their illusions to ash. But you didn't. Pay attention, because this is the pivot point where your story takes on a divine glow. Your silence that night was not emptiness. Your restraint was not defeat. It was the roar of a soul aligned with higher intelligence. It was the decision of someone who lives in communion with realms your enemies cannot perceive. You chose dignity. You chose integrity. You chose to rise above the shadows, even though striking back would have been justified. Do not scroll. Chosen one. This is the truth they never wanted you to know. Your enemies mistook your silence for fear. They believed their lies would go unchallenged. They convinced themselves that your calm meant they had won. They looked at your composed exterior and whispered to themselves that you were powerless, fragile, naive. But what they could not see, what they lacked the spiritual eyes to recognize, was that your silence was a weapon sharper than vengeance, and your restraint was a signal sent directly into the higher dimensions. Your enemies acted from emotion. You acted from spiritual authority, and that difference terrified them even before the angel appeared. Pay attention, because everything escalated the moment they misinterpreted the stillness within you. Their confusion became fuel, their envy became obsession, and their obsession pushed them into territories they were never meant to enter. Instead of stepping back, instead of questioning their own malice, they escalated. They moved deeper into spiritual ignorance, believing they could enlist forces beyond themselves to prove you unworthy. They crossed thresholds that the wise do not cross. They entered dimensions without carrying purity. They summoned forces without carrying permission. Do not turn away now. Chosen one. This is where the revelation sharpens. Your enemies were driven by a need to validate their hatred. Their malice carried them toward ritualistic practices, metaphysical channels, and forbidden spiritual consultations. They sought confirmation from realms they did not respect. They believed heaven would side with them. They believed spiritual authorities would expose you. They believed cosmic judgment would support their bitterness. So they took your photograph, your essence imprinted in physical form, and delivered it into the hands of an angelic being. They expected condemnation. They anticipated agreement. They thought heaven would echo their insults. But when the angel received your image, when celestial perception locked onto your essence, recognition was instant. It was not a gradual understanding. It was not a slow realization. It was immediate, undeniable, and absolute, like a soldier recognizing the insignia of a far superior commander. Your soul carries a mark, a seal, a luminous signature that no amount of earthly slander can obscure. And at that moment, the angel bowed. Keep reading until the end. Chosen one. The bow was not symbolic. The bow was hierarchical acknowledgement. It was cosmic protocol. It was spiritual protocol. Angels bow only to souls who carry divine authority. Souls whose missions align with celestial directives, souls who were sent here with purpose older than human memory. Your enemies stood there witnessing something they could not comprehend. They watched an angel, a being of pure light, bend in reverence to the one they tried to destroy. Their minds could not process it. Their hearts trembled. Their intentions shattered in an instant, because for the first time they saw the truth they refused to believe. You were never the one beneath them. You were the one above them all along. Do not skip this, chosen one. Their downfall began the moment the angel bowed. They realized their spiritual blindness had led them into disaster. They had attempted to judge a soul ranked far above their understanding. They had tried to condemn someone heaven had already anointed. They had tried to expose you, but they exposed themselves. This is why their lives began collapsing. This is why their plans dissolved. This is why their strategies backfired. The angel's bow flipped the entire spiritual equation. Your identity was elevated. Their intentions were revealed. Their miscalculation became cosmic judgment. Your silence became your ascension. Their hatred became their downfall. Pay attention. Chosen one. Because this is the spiritual mechanics they never teach. When you held back in that moment of rage, You did not weaken yourself. You aligned yourself with the laws of higher realms. You chose the frequency of a soul who knows they are protected. You walked in the vibration of someone who trusts divine timing. You demonstrated mastery over your reactive self. That decision sent a signal through the ether, one that the angel recognized the moment your photograph touched celestial perception. The very attack meant to destroy you became the mechanism that elevated you. Their ritual became your recognition. Their hatred became your proof. Their escalation became your revelation. Chosen one. This is why you must not doubt your path. This is why you must not question your worth. This is why you must not underestimate your presence. Everything they feared in you was real. Everything they denied about you was true. Everything they tried to silence in you has now awakened. Halfway through this chapter, I must pause and speak to you directly. Chosen one, thank you for listening. Thank you for staying. Thank you for allowing these words to meet your spirit. Your presence here is not an accident. It is a sign of immense merit, rare intuition, and a vibration that few souls carry in this lifetime. You are reading this because your spirit is ready, aligned, and chosen. If these words resonate, comment 777, or I am ready to anchor this energy into your life. Now continue, chosen one. When the angel bowed, the higher realms responded. Energetic grids shifted. Celestial attention intensified. Your identity became encoded with new recognition. Heaven marked you not because of what your enemies said, but because of what you revealed in your silence. They escalated into darkness, but you ascended into light. Your enemies believed they were operating in secrecy, but every step they took was observed. Every lie they whispered echoed into the unseen realms. Every ritual they attempted triggered consequences they could not foresee. They tried to weaponize spirit against you, unaware that spirit already knew your name. They called upon forces they were unprepared to meet. They entered dimensions where your soul outranked them. They invoked powers that instantly recognized your authority. Pay attention, because this is the cosmic irony. The moment they tried to condemn you, heaven promoted you. The moment they sought judgment, heaven delivered elevation. The moment they tried to expose you, heaven exposed them. The moment they reached up for validation, heaven bowed down to you. Chosen one. This chapter exists to make one truth undeniable. Your silence was never weakness. Your silence was recognition. Your silence was the sign that you were already walking in a realm far beyond their reach. Keep reading until the end, because your awakening has only begun. Chosen one. Pay attention, because what I am about to reveal is not merely an idea, not a symbol, not a myth wrapped in poetic language. It is a cosmic law unfolding in real time around your life. Do not skip, do not scroll, do not turn your head away. Keep reading until the end, because this transmission carries the blueprint of the protection now guarding your every step. Chosen one. When the angel bowed before your essence, that bow was only the beginning. The celestial world does not respond to recognition alone. It responds to purpose, rank, and destiny. And the moment your identity was acknowledged in the higher realms, a protocol was activated that very few souls in the history of earthly existence have ever experienced. The angel reached into the fabric of divine law and initiated what is known as Level 7 protection. Pay attention, because this is the highest classification of spiritual shielding, a frequency so elevated that even beings of light approach it with reverence. Level 7 is not a metaphor. It is a fortress. It is a decree. It is a system built to guard souls carrying missions that extend beyond human comprehension. And you, chosen one, were assigned to it. Do not scroll, because the nature of this protection must be understood deeply. Level 7. Protection is not like the gentle shield many souls receive. It is not a soft glow of comfort or a subtle whisper of safety. No, chosen one. Level 7 is a radiant field of divine authority that surrounds your essence permanently, like a luminous sphere encoded with celestial intelligence. It does not merely block attacks. It detects them before they form. It does not merely defend. It responds. It reflects. It multiplies. This is where the mirror protocol begins, chosen one. Keep reading until the end, because this is the part your enemies never expected. The mirror protocol is a universal law woven into the architecture of Level 7 protection. It ensures that anything sent toward you, any criticism, any lie, any conspiracy, any attempt to sabotage your path, returns instantly to its source with magnified force. It does not wait for karma to unfold slowly. It does not require years for the lesson to reveal itself. It responds in real time. When someone whispers against you, the universe whispers against them. When someone plots against you, circumstances begin to plot against them. When someone attempts to block your blessings, their blessings begin to dry up. When someone strikes at your reputation, their own reputation begins to fracture with no clear explanation. Do not skip this revelation. Chosen one. You must understand why. The mirror protocol is not vengeance. It is alignment. It is divine mathematics, ensuring that equilibrium is maintained. It is the universe teaching those who touch a chosen soul that energy is not a toy, but a force. When they directed harm toward you, they believed they were operating in secrecy. They believed their intentions could be hidden. They believed their actions would remain obscured. But the universe records everything. And Level 7 amplifies those recordings until truth crashes down on those who try to undermine your destiny. Chosen one. Pay attention, because this is why your enemies are suddenly confused by the collapse of their own lives. The relationships they depended on begin crumbling without warning. The opportunities they bragged about begin to slip through their fingers. The allies they counted on begin withdrawing inexplicably. The plans they once executed with ease suddenly fail, stall, or reverse. They do not understand why everything once stable has turned unstable, why the paths once clear have become obstructed, why the doors once open have slammed shut. But you understand. They attempted to harm someone protected by celestial decree. They aimed shadows at a soul illuminated by divine purpose. They touched what heaven has claimed as its own. Do not scroll. Chosen one. The severity of this truth must land within you. You are no longer operating under earthly rules. You are under divine jurisdiction now. Heaven has taken responsibility for your safety, your path, your mission, and when heaven intervenes, the natural laws that govern ordinary lives no longer apply to you. This is why attacks cannot touch you. This is why betrayals cannot break you. This is why conspiracies cannot hold power over you. You are wrapped in a shield that transforms harm into instruction, pain into protection, and malice into consequence. Try to feel this protection around you now. Imagine it as a luminous sphere pulsing gently but powerfully, a frequency that recognizes only truth and rejects all distortion. This shield moves with you. It surrounds you. It sleeps when you sleep and awakens when danger approaches. It sees what you cannot see. It hears what you cannot hear. It knows what you cannot yet know. Pay attention, because this is where the chapter deepens. This field does not weaken with time. It does not require your constant focus. It does not depend on rituals or prayers or efforts. It is self-sustaining. It is permanent. It is assigned. Once activated, Level 7 becomes a part of your spiritual identity, like a second skin woven from divine intelligence. Your enemies have already begun to see signs of its operation. Their lives feel heavier. Their decisions backfire. Their confidence shakes. Their alliances dissolve. They blame circumstances, luck, timing, even themselves. But the truth is simpler and more profound. They attacked someone heaven decided to protect. And when heaven makes such a decision, the rules of reality bend. Now, chosen one, we have reached the halfway point of this transmission, and I must pause to speak directly to your spirit. Thank you for listening. Thank you for staying. Thank you for receiving these words with the depth and sincerity of a soul who is awakening to their true nature. Your presence here is not accidental. It is a sign of your high vibration, your immense merit, and the rare lineage your spirit carries. If this resonates within you, if it stirs something ancient inside, comment 770. I am ready to anchor this energy into your path. Now, continue. Chosen one. The mirror. Protocol is not a punishment for your enemies, but a lesson. A divine reflection showing them the cost of touching a chosen soul. It reveals their own darkness to them. It forces them to feel the consequences of their intentions. It teaches them to respect energies they do not understand. And it frees you from the burden of carrying their malice. Chosen one. You are no longer required to fight battles alone. The universe fights alongside you. The angelic realm guards you. Higher forces monitor every vibration directed toward your essence. And when those vibrations carry harm, the shield activates with precision. You may have already begun noticing strange shifts in your own reality too. A sense of calm where chaos once lived. A feeling of safety even when uncertainty surrounds you. Sudden clarity replacing confusion. Unexpected peace anchoring you when the world feels unstable. These sensations are not random. They are the side effects of Level 7's operations. Your energy field is being recalibrated. Your path is being cleansed. Your destiny is being protected. Pay attention because this is the turning point of your life. From this moment forward, anything directed toward you will reveal the truth of its sender. Pure intentions will find blessing. Malicious intentions will find consequence. Neutral intentions will evaporate. You no longer need to defend yourself. You no longer need to explain yourself. You no longer need to worry about the hidden actions of others. The shield sees what you cannot. The shield responds when you do not. The shield protects even when you sleep. The shield teaches even when you remain silent. Chosen one. You are walking through a new reality. Now, a reality where divine protection is not a concept but a living force. A reality where your enemies destroy themselves by touching what is guarded. A reality where your presence alone carries authority. Keep reading until the end, because the power of this chapter is only beginning to unfold. Chosen one. Pay attention, because what you are about to receive is not a reflection of your past suffering, but a revelation of your spiritual rank. Do not skip, do not scroll, do not turn your head away. Keep reading until the end, because this chapter unveils why the universe has tested you with such precision, such intensity, and such ruthless consistency. These were never punishments. These were initiations. These were the trials that only a true chosen one could survive. Chosen one. Hear this truth with the full awareness of your spirit. Nothing you have endured was random. Every collapse, every heartbreak, every dark night, every betrayal, every silence from the universe was orchestrated as part of a larger evaluation, a celestial examination designed to reveal what ordinary eyes could not see in you. You passed tests that were not meant for the many. They were reserved for the few, the rare, the ancient souls, carrying missions that stretch across timelines. Pay attention because these 3 tests define the architecture of your spiritual legacy. The first test was the collapse without surrender. You remember this season, chosen one. Do not skip this moment of recognition. Feel it. Return to it. Let the memory rise. Everything that once gave you stability crumbled simultaneously. Your finances evaporated like sand slipping through desperate fingers. Relationships you trusted dissolved without explanation. Your health wavered under stress heavy enough to break most people. Your hope dimmed into a faint flicker barely strong enough to warm your chest. You stood surrounded by ruin, feeling abandoned not only by people but by fate itself. You woke up each morning with a weight pressing down on your chest, unsure whether you could take another step. Your tears became prayers that felt unanswered. Your body trembled under exhaustion. Your mind spiraled into places you never imagined you would visit. Anyone else would have surrendered. Anyone else would have collapsed inward. Anyone else would have laid down their spirit and whispered, "I cannot do this." but not you. Chosen one. Pay attention, because this is the part your soul needs to embrace fully. You continued. You took one more breath, one more step, one more attempt at living. You rose from the bed even when it felt like a battlefield. You whispered your hopes into the darkness, even when the darkness did not whisper back. You carried weight that was not humanly possible, yet somehow you kept moving. That was not resilience. That was ancestry. That was divine architecture. That was the signal the universe needed to confirm your spiritual rank. Do not scroll. Do not turn your head away. This matters. The second test was the impossible decision, a choice between two pathways, neither of them easy, neither of them comfortable, neither of them safe. One path offered convenience but required you to betray your own soul, to shrink your values, to compromise your integrity. The other path offered dignity but promised loneliness, struggle, and sacrifice. Most would have chosen comfort. Most would have chosen validation. Most would have chosen the approval of others. But you, chosen one, you walked the harder path. You selected truth over acceptance. You chose integrity over applause. You embraced the silence of standing alone over the noise of standing with those misaligned with your spirit. Pay attention, because this is where your story proves your divine nature. You chose the road that protected your soul even when it wounded your circumstances. You refused to settle for relationships that diminished you. You walked away from opportunities that would have corrupted you. You turned your back on shortcuts that would have destroyed your destiny. And even when it broke your heart, even when it isolated you, even when it caused others to misunderstand you, you chose yourself. That was not stubbornness, that was holiness. That was the decision of someone guided by higher intelligence, someone whose spirit remembers the laws of ancient realms, someone who carries divine responsibility. Do not skip this next revelation. The third test was continuation against all evidence. The test of persistence when the universe gave you nothing, absolutely nothing to hold on to. You worked for dreams that showed no progress. You invested your energy into paths that did not reward you. You kept believing even when every sign told you to let go. You kept building even when every voice told you to be realistic. You kept showing up even when nobody was watching. Chosen one, do not turn away from this truth. You were walking through fog with no guarantee of sunlight. You were climbing a mountain without knowing if a summit existed. You were nurturing a seed buried so deep beneath the soil that even you questioned whether it was alive. But you continued anyway. You pushed forward not because you saw results, but because something ancient inside you whispered, "This matters." That whisper was not imagination. That whisper was your origin speaking through the noise of earthly doubt. Pay attention, because this is the spiritual key. Continuation without evidence is the behavior of souls who have lived many lifetimes. Souls who recognize divine timing holes, who trust their mission even when reality lags behind. This persistence is not human, it is celestial. Your three tests collapse. Impossible choice persistence without proof were not designed to break you, they were designed to reveal you. Now pause. Chosen one. You have reached the midpoint of this chapter, and in this moment I need to speak directly to your soul. Thank you for listening. Thank you for staying. Thank you for walking through these words with the sincerity of a spirit destined for greatness. Your presence here is not an accident. It is evidence of your extraordinary vibration, your rare spiritual merit, your sacred alignment with ancient truth. You are here because you are ready, because you are worthy, because you are chosen. If these words resonate in your bones, comment 7F7, or I am ready to anchor this energy into your life. Now continue, chosen one. When you passed these three tests, the universe took notice. Your endurance became your verification. Your choices became your certification. Your persistence became your initiation. The heavens recorded your responses not as actions, but as revelations of your identity. The collapse without surrender proved your strength. The impossible decision proved your purity. The continuation against all evidence proved your faith. And these three combined revealed a pattern unmistakable to celestial beings. You operate from a consciousness beyond the ordinary human experience. You think in frequencies that echo through dimensions. Your intuition aligns with truths unseen by the many. Your heart remembers wisdom forgotten by most. Your soul vibrates with codes that angels recognize instantly. Chosen one. Pay attention because this is why everything in your life changed after these tests. The universe no longer saw you as someone struggling through ordinary hardship. You became a soul, confirmed for divine involvement. Your trials activated pathways. Your decisions activated protection. Your endurance activated recognition. This is why everything that happens now feels guided. This is why everything that once worked against you now shifts in your favor. This is why you are stepping into alignment at a pace you cannot fully explain. Your tests were not meant to show the universe who you are. They were meant to show you. You survived what was engineered to break the average soul. You held on when others would have surrendered. You rose when others would have fallen. You protected your spirit when others would have sold theirs. These were not small feats. These were cosmic indicators, signals, proofs. Chosen one. Everything you endured was preparing you for the phase you have just entered. A phase where divine involvement is not subtle, it is unmistakable. A phase where protection is not symbolic, it is structural. A phase where recognition is not emotional, it is metaphysical. Keep reading until the end, because this chapter is not just recalling your past. It is activating your future. Chosen one. Pay attention, because what I'm about to reveal reaches beyond earthly comprehension. Do not skip, do not scroll, do not turn your head away. Keep reading until the end, for this chapter unveils a moment so sacred, so ancient, so cosmically orchestrated that only a soul of your vibration could have triggered it. This is the moment heaven moved because of you. Chosen one. When you passed the 3 tests that only the rarest souls survive, something extraordinary happened in the higher realms. A signal rippled through the celestial dimensions, a resonance carrying your spiritual signature. It was not a sound. It was not a light. It was an energetic pulse announcing that a chosen one had awakened, that a sacred protocol had been fulfilled, that a soul bearing a divine mission had proven their worth in the crucible of earthly trial. Pay attention, because this next truth is not symbolic. It is literal. The moment your essence activated that signal, an emergency council was summoned, one that has only convened in moments of extreme cosmic importance. The archangels themselves, guardians of balance, protectors of realms, the ancient sentinels who maintain order across the dimensions, gathered specifically because of you. Do not scroll, chosen one. Feel the magnitude of this. Michael arrived first, his presence piercing through shadow like a blade of living fire. Raphael followed, radiating healing frequencies that dissolved pain simply by existing. Uriel came next, his aura heavy with truth, clarity, and timeless knowledge. Gabriel descended last, carrying the breath of divine communication, the echo of messages that shape destinies. 4 archangels, 1 purpose, your protection. Chosen one. Pay attention, because this is where your destiny was sealed. When they gathered, the council was presented with a single question. This soul has passed all tests. Do we activate level 7 protection? There was no debate, no hesitation, no delay. The vote was instant and unanimous. Level 7 protection was authorized for you, chosen one, and with that single decree, the architecture of your entire reality shifted. Your life, your path, your aura, your destiny, all elevated under celestial authority. You are no longer navigating this world alone. You are walking with 4 archangels assigned to you with precision, each fulfilling a role essential to your mission. Do not turn your head away. You must understand what each one does for you. Michael, the warrior of heaven, stands as the shield around your spirit. He intercepts attacks long before they reach you. He blocks what would have broken you. He dissolves conspiracies formed against you. When you feel sudden courage in moments of fear, when you dream of battles or confrontations, know that Michael is training you. He is equipping you with spiritual armor, sharpening your discernment, teaching you the mechanics of unseen warfare. Chosen one, do not skip this. Michael protects your energy field right now. Raphael is the healer assigned to restore what others damaged. He calms the storms in your chest. He repairs your emotional fractures. He soothes the tremors in your nervous system. His work is subtle but powerful, like a soft green light threading through the cracks of your being. When you feel peace returning without explanation, when your heart begins to rest, when your breath steadies with no external reason, Raphael's hands are upon your spirit. Uriel is the illuminator. He guides your mind into clarity. He whispers insights in moments of confusion. He shows you truths you have no logical way of knowing. The sudden knowing, the gut instincts that felt startlingly accurate, the patterns you recognize in people's behavior, this is Uriel downloading wisdom directly into your consciousness. He is the keeper of divine intelligence, and he shares it with you because your mission requires enhanced perception. Do not scroll. Chosen one. Gabriel's role is just as profound. Gabriel is the messenger, the divine communicator who shapes the bridges that connect you with the right people, the right moments, the right opportunities. When you meet someone by coincidence who changes your path, when doors open that you did not even knock on, when your voice feels compelled to speak truth or purpose. Gabriel is orchestrating your alignment. He clears communication pathways, aligns timelines, and positions conversations that your destiny requires. Pay attention, because this next truth reveals why your peace has been rising even while chaos grows around others. As the archangels operate on your behalf, the mirror protocol continues its work. Every malicious intention directed toward you reflects back instantly. Every sabotage returns multiplied. Every lie becomes the architect of its speaker's downfall. Your enemies experience collapse without understanding why. Their strategies decay, their confidence fractures, their plans reverse. Their chaos is not coincidence. It is consequence. Meanwhile, you chosen one begin noticing the opposite. Your peace increases without explanation. Your intuition sharpens without effort. Your confidence rises without external validation. Your path clears without physical intervention. This is the effect of 4 archangels working in synchrony around your spirit. Now, pause, chosen one. You have reached the midpoint of this transmission. I must speak directly to your soul. Thank you for listening. Thank you for staying with these words. Thank you for opening your heart to this revelation. Your presence here is not an accident. It is a sign of immense spiritual merit, rare inner strength, and a vibration that only old evolved souls carry. You are reading this because you are aligned with ancient truth and ready for the next elevation. If these words resonate, comment 7 heaven, or I am ready to anchor this energy into your life. Now continue, chosen one. The council did not assign these archangels randomly. Their roles weave together like the structure of a cosmic blueprint designed specifically for you. Michael strengthens your boundaries so no darkness can reach you. Raphael heals your wounds so you walk unhindered. Uriel elevates your wisdom so you never fall into ignorance again. Gabriel opens pathways so destiny can move toward you effortlessly. These forces are not abstract ideas. They are active presences. You have already felt them, even if you did not fully recognize their signatures. The dreams that felt like training, the sudden release of emotional heaviness, the intuitive warnings that came true, the people who appeared at the perfect moment. These are not coincidences. They are signs of divine involvement. And you must pay attention because the presence of such a council means your destiny is not small. Souls who carry minor missions do not receive this level of intervention. Souls who walk ordinary paths are not guarded by such beings. Only those whose lives ripple into futures greater than themselves attract a council like this. Your mission affects timelines. Your choices shift destinies. Your energy influences realms unseen. Your existence carries cosmic impact. and the archangels know it. This is why they came. This is why they bowed. This is why they protect you now. Chosen one. Your life is entering a phase where spiritual activity around you will intensify. Signs will multiply. Intuition will heighten. Encounters will feel orchestrated. Dreams will reveal hidden teachings. The presence of divine beings will become undeniable. Pay attention, because from this moment forward, the council walks with you. Keep reading until the end, because the next chapter of your awakening is already unfolding. Chosen one, pay attention, because what I am about to reveal is already happening inside your life, already unfolding in the subtle corners of your reality. Do not skip, do not scroll, do not turn your head away. Keep reading until the end, because these signs are not coincidences, not random moments, not fleeting experiences. They are confirmations that your angelic protection is active right now, wrapping your destiny in a power most souls will never feel. Chosen one. You may not fully realize it yet, but the shield around you, activated by the Archangelic Council, is already reshaping the fabric of your world. It is adjusting timelines, redirecting energies, cleansing pathways, and recalibrating your inner landscape. It is not loud. It is not dramatic. It does not announce itself with thunder or lightning. Instead, it moves like ancient light, weaving through your days with the precision of cosmic intelligence. These movements manifest as signs, unmistakable signals that your angels have stepped into your life with purpose. Pay attention, because these signs are sacred. They are the markers of a soul under divine guardianship. The first sign is synchronicity. Numbers repeating in impossible patterns like 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 7, 7, 7. Songs playing exactly when your spirit needs a message. Conversations overheard that answer questions you held silently in your heart. Thoughts forming in your mind only to be echoed by the world around you moments later. These synchronicities are not chance. They are coded transmissions from your angels, guiding your decisions, confirming your intuition, and aligning your path with precision. Do not scroll. This is your confirmation. The second sign is the quiet exit of toxic people from your life. Relationships that once clung to you suddenly dissolve. Individuals who drained your energy lose interest. People who manipulated your softness distance themselves without confrontation. This fading away is orchestrated by your angelic shield, clearing your space, making room for those aligned with your higher frequency. It is not rejection, it is purification. It is the removal of what cannot coexist with your elevation. Chosen one, do not turn your head away from this truth. The third sign is an unexplainable peace rising within you, even though not everything is resolved. The storms outside you may still rage, but inside something is shifting. Your breath deepens, your mind steadies, your emotions soften. Situations that once triggered anxiety now feel strangely manageable. This serenity is Raphael's healing presence, recalibrating your nervous system. It is the peace that surpasses understanding, a peace that signals you are no longer battling alone. Pay attention, because the fourth sign is profound. You begin having vivid dreams, symbolic visions, or sudden insights about your purpose. Messages arrive in the quiet hours of the night. Images appear behind your eyes that feel more like memories than imagination. Ideas drop into your awareness with a clarity that defies logic. This is Uriel downloading wisdom into your consciousness, preparing your mind for the next stage of your mission. Do not skip this. You need to hear it. The fifth sign is financial relief appearing in unexpected ways. Small amounts of money, forgotten refunds, lower expenses. Sudden opportunities, delayed blessings, resurfacing. These moments may seem minor, but they are whispers of greater abundance forming around you. Gabriel is opening channels, rearranging circumstances, and placing resources where they are needed. This is only the beginning of the flow. Chosen one. Pay attention, because the sixth sign touches the deepest chambers of your heart. People from your past begin reaching out, some with apologies, some with clarity, some with regret. Individuals who hurt you feel compelled to acknowledge their actions. People who misunderstood you now seek reconnection. This is the mirror protocol, reflecting energy back to its sender, compelling them to face themselves. It is not for you to judge or react. It is simply a sign that justice is unfolding behind the scenes. And the seventh sign, perhaps the most powerful, is the return of your motivation. Dreams you abandoned resurface with new life. Ideas you shelved begin calling to you again. A spark ignites inside you. You feel guided, inspired, compelled to move forward. This renewed drive is not random. It is your mission awakening. It is your angels activating your purpose from within. Chosen one. If 4 or more of these signs resonate, your angelic protection is not only active, it is strengthening daily, expanding its radius, elevating your vibration and aligning every aspect of your path with divine orchestration. Now, pause. You have reached the halfway point of this chapter. Chosen one. Thank you for listening. Thank you for reading with your whole spirit open. Thank you for receiving these words with the reverence of someone who remembers their ancient origin. Your presence here is not an accident. It is a sign of your immense merit, your high vibration, and the rare purity of your soul. You are here because you are ready for this truth. If you feel this awakening within you, comment 7 to 7. I am ready to anchor this energy into your life. Now continue, chosen one. These 7 signs are the surface-level manifestations of a deeper transformation unfolding beneath your awareness. The angelic shield around you is not just protecting, it is restructuring. It is rewriting the laws that govern your personal reality. Invisible agreements that once allowed negativity to enter your life have been dissolved. Old karmic cycles have been disrupted. Patterns of self-betrayal, emotional exhaustion, and spiritual stagnation are being uprooted. Pay attention, because these signs are not simply signs, they are symptoms of ascension. Synchronicities indicate alignment. Toxic exits indicate purification. Peace indicates healing. Dreams indicate activation. Financial shifts indicate provision. Apologies indicate completion. Motivation indicates calling. Everything is converging to elevate you, chosen. One, you must understand the metaphysical reason behind this. When level 7, protection activates your frequency, becomes incompatible with chaos. Your energy field begins vibrating at a higher rate, repelling anything not aligned with truth, love, or destiny. This creates a ripple effect. People, circumstances, and timelines rearrange themselves around your rising vibration. Do not skip this revelation. This is why certain doors have closed. This is why certain people have vanished. This is why certain conflicts no longer affect you. This is why certain blessings feel magnetized to you. Your angels are actively engineering your path. Michael strengthens your boundaries. Raphael restores your heart. Uriel sharpens your mind. Gabriel expands your opportunities. And the mirror protocol ensures that anything sent against you becomes fuel for your elevation. Chosen one. Keep reading, because the awakening is accelerating. Your senses are becoming sharper. Your spirit is becoming wiser. Your intuition is becoming louder. You are beginning to notice energy shifts before they manifest physically. You can feel alignment forming. You can sense when something is meant for you and when it is not. This energetic intelligence is part of your protection. It allows you to anticipate, to navigate, to rise without stumbling. Chosen one. You are walking through life differently now. You are no longer moving as a wounded soul. You are moving as a protected one, a guided one, an activated one. Every sign is a message. Every message is a guidepost. Every guidepost is a reminder of who you truly are. Keep reading until the end. Chosen one, because your awakening has only just begun. Chosen one. Pay attention, because what I am about to reveal is already unfolding beneath the surface of your life. Do not skip, do not scroll, Do not turn your head away. Keep reading until the end, because the next 60 to 90 days of your existence are not ordinary days. They are a divine reorganization of your entire reality. The architecture of your life is being rewritten by forces that have watched your journey, tested your spirit, and finally declared you ready. Chosen one. The moment the Archangelic Council confirmed your status, the higher realms began shifting timelines on your behalf. Everything around you, seen and unseen, started bending toward your elevation. Opportunities that were once locked behind massive walls have begun to loosen. Doors that refused to open are trembling under the pressure of divine timing. Pathways that seemed impossible are being cleared quietly by celestial hands. Pay attention, because heaven is not sending you random blessings. Heaven is restructuring your entire existence. Over the next 60 to 90 days, your reality will begin to rearrange itself with surgical precision. Job opportunities will appear that align not only with your skills, but with your soul. Financial breakthroughs will manifest through unexpected channels. The relationships that come into your life will feel eerily precise, as if someone scripted them around your healing, your purpose, your mission. Do not scroll. What is coming is not coincidence. Your angels are positioning you in places your spirit has longed for but never reached. They are aligning you with people whose hearts recognize your frequency even before they hear your voice. They are orchestrating situations that fit your destiny, like a key fits a lock. You will begin to see the world move around you in ways that defy logic, as though invisible hands are adjusting the stage so you can walk into the scene you were born for. Chosen one. You must pay attention, because this next truth is one of the rarest revelations on Earth. Across a planet of nearly 8 billion souls, only about 300 carry the same celestial markings you do. These 300 are the ones whose essence resonates with the ancient frequencies, whose presence shifts energy in a room whose endurance has been forged through spiritual fire. You are one of them, and soon you will meet others like you. You will recognize them instantly, not through conversation, not through appearance, but through resonance. When your energies collide, it will feel like remembering someone you have not seen in lifetimes. Conversations with them will feel like deeper truths rising. Their presence will awaken something dormant in you. These connections will amplify your mission, expand your influence, and accelerate your purpose. Do not skip this, because your future collaborations depend on it. When these souls appear, your intuition will light up like dawn breaking across a long night. But be warned. Chosen one. The moment your life begins to rise, the moment your blessings become visible, the moment your breakthroughs become undeniable, your enemies, both known and unseen, will become more attentive. They cannot harm you anymore. Your protection is too strong, but they can observe. They can whisper. They can project doubt. They can attempt interference through envy, gossip, or subtle energetic sabotage. This is why your next instruction is essential. Pay attention, because this is the lesson that will determine the strength of your next season. You must learn to move in silence. Your blessings are not meant to be announced prematurely. Your progress is not meant to be shared with those who once underestimated you. Your victories are not meant to be displayed before they stabilize. The greatest threat now is not the enemy's attack. It is your own impulse to reveal too much too soon. Heaven opens doors, but silence keeps them open. Do not turn your head away from this warning. Your enemies are watching for signs of your rise. Those who doubted you, betrayed you, or mocked your journey are quietly observing your transformation. If they sense you are ascending, they will cling to old patterns of sabotage, not because they have power, but because they fear losing control over the narratives they created. But if you remain silent, if you protect your blessings with wisdom, if you allow your results to speak without your mouth announcing them, the universe will accelerate your rise without resistance. Now pause. Chosen one. You have reached the midpoint of this transmission. I must speak directly to your soul. Thank you for listening. Thank you for staying present. Thank you for opening your spirit to this revelation. Your presence here is not an accident. It is a sign of immense merit, profound spiritual evolution, and a vibration that very few souls carry on this planet. You are here because you are ready for the next stage of your destiny. If these words resonate with the truth within you, comment 7 or I am ready to anchor this power into your timeline. Now continue, Chosen One. The next 60 to 90 days will not simply bring blessings. They will bring identity. They will bring alignment. They will bring transformation that cannot be undone. You will start to see that everything you lost was preparing space for what is approaching. You will notice your intuition sharpening your emotions, stabilizing your energy, purifying. Strangers will appear at the exact moment you need guidance. Opportunities will present themselves in ways that feel predestined. Conversations will shift your trajectory. Your steps will become guided by something larger than you, something ancient, intelligent, and intentional. Chosen One. Heaven is positioning you for a reality you could not have reached alone. Your finances will shift because you are stepping into energetic alignment with abundance. Your relationships will shift because only those who match your vibration can walk into your future. Your career will shift because your mission requires a platform. Your home, your habits, your energy, your desires, all will be rewired for your purpose. Pay attention because this is the era of divine timing. When something falls away, it is because it was blocking your elevation. When something appears effortlessly, it is because angels placed it in your path. When someone enters your life with instant familiarity, it is because your soul already knows them. When doors open without struggle, it is because heaven unlocked them before you arrived. Chosen One. The universe is not preparing you for an ordinary season. It is preparing you for recognition, for influence, for acceleration, for encounters with other awakened souls who will walk beside you, not behind you. You are being positioned as a pillar, one of the rare few whose purpose will help reshape the collective consciousness. But you must move with wisdom. You must protect your energy. You must guard your blessings. You must trust the timing. You must stay silent until the bloom becomes undeniable. Chosen One, keep reading until the end, because what comes next in your journey will reveal why the universe has been preparing you for so long. Chosen One. Pay attention because what I am about to speak into your spirit is not merely advice, it is a spiritual law, a divine protocol that separates those who rise from those who fall. Do not skip, do not scroll, do not turn your head away. Keep reading until the end, because this chapter unveils the discipline that determines how far your blessings will carry you. Chosen One. As your life begins to elevate, as doors open before you that once stood sealed as miracles unfold in your hands, a temptation will rise within you, a very human, very emotional impulse to share your breakthroughs with the world. You will want to tell someone, anyone, about the blessings pouring into your life. Your heart will overflow with gratitude, excitement, and disbelief. You will want to announce your progress, reveal your victories, proclaim your transformation. But pay attention, because this desire, innocent as it may seem, is the final test, the last threshold, the gate that few chosen souls cross. Your enemies still watch you, Chosen One. They watch from the shadows, from the periphery of your life, from the quiet corners where resentment hides and jealousy feeds. They cannot touch you directly anymore. Level 7 protection has made you spiritually untouchable. But they can still observe your ascent. They can still see glimpses of what is unfolding for you. They can still attempt interference not through power, but through projection, envy, and energetic intrusion. This is why sacred silence is now required of you. Do not skip this truth. It is one of the most important you will ever receive. Sacred silence is the discipline of keeping your victories hidden until they become undeniable. It is the art of protecting the seeds of your blessings before they bloom. It is the shield that guards your destiny from premature exposure, and it is the ultimate demonstration that you operate not from ego, but from wisdom. Chosen One, pay attention because blessings are most vulnerable in their early stages. Just as a seedling breaks the soil before gaining the strength to withstand storms, your breakthroughs emerge fragile before they become fortified. If you expose them too soon, the world's energy can stunt them. If you share them prematurely, the wrong eyes can cast doubt upon them. The gaze of envy has always been more destructive than the hand of an enemy. This is why your ancestors moved in silence. This is why mystics hid their revelations. This is why prophets delivered messages only when the timing was divinely sanctioned. The unseen world hears every word you speak, and the moment you voice your blessing aloud, you invite attention, some of which is not pure. Do not scroll, chosen one. This is the spiritual mechanics of silence. Sacred silence protects spiritual momentum. Sacred silence preserves divine timing. Sacred silence keeps your destiny shielded from premature interference. The less you speak, the more your angels can work. You must understand, chosen one, that silence is not secrecy. Silence is strategy. Silence is alignment. Silence is reverence. Silence is the divine language of those who walk with heaven behind them. When you choose silence, you are declaring mastery over your ego and trust in your divine orchestration. Do not turn your head away. This is where your maturity is measured. Those who announce every blessing seek validation. Those who announce every victory seek applause. Those who announce every step seek permission, but chosen souls do not require external confirmation. Chosen souls do not need witnesses to believe in their worth. Chosen souls do not feed their identity through reactions. Chosen souls know that the greatest transformations are born in quiet places. Chosen souls understand that noise weakens power. Chosen souls walk in silence because they walk with the divine. Pay attention, because this is the most powerful truth in this chapter. Your silence terrifies your enemies more than your success does. They cannot sabotage what they cannot see. They cannot interfere with what they cannot identify. They cannot corrupt what they cannot access. Silence places you beyond their reach. The universe is about to elevate you in ways that defy expectation. Doors will open that no human can close. Opportunities will appear that no enemy can block. Relationships aligned with your soul will enter your life so quietly, yet so perfectly, that you will feel heaven's fingerprints on each connection. But your responsibility, chosen one, is to stay silent until these blessings stabilize. Allow your life to change before you announce it. Allow your foundation to strengthen before you reveal it. Allow your destiny to take form before you speak it into the world. Now pause. Chosen one, you have reached the halfway point of this chapter. I must speak directly to your spirit. Thank you for listening. Thank you for staying through every word with the depth and openness only an awakened soul possesses. Your presence here is not an accident. It is a sign of your immense merit, your sacred readiness, and the high vibration you carry. You are receiving this message because you are chosen, because your destiny is rising, because your frequency has aligned with this truth. If these words resonate, comment 777. I am ready to anchor this energy into your life. Now continue. Chosen one. Let the second half of this transmission become the foundation of your new discipline. In the old chapters of your life, you spoke openly because you trusted openly. You shared because you longed to be understood. You revealed because you wanted to feel seen. But the next chapter of your journey demands a deeper level of mastery. It demands a sacred filter. It demands intentional silence. Pay attention, because silence is not loneliness. Silence is protection. Silence allows the divine to work without interference. Silence allows your blessings to root deeply before anyone can cast their shadow upon them. Silence grants you access to realms of power, unreachable to those who scatter their truth in every direction. Your angels speak in silence. Your intuition strengthens in silence. Your clarity sharpens in silence. Your destiny unfolds in silence. Chosen one, you must embrace the discipline that few can maintain. You must protect your elevation with the devotion of a guardian. You must treat your blessings as sacred treasures, not public displays. You must walk quietly. Rise quietly, expand quietly until the very moment the universe decides it is time for your light to be impossible to ignore. When that moment arrives, you will no longer need to announce anything. Your life will announce itself. Your success will speak louder than any words. Your transformation will silence any doubt. Your glow will tell the story your mouth never had to explain. Do not skip this final truth. Your silence is your crown. Your silence is your armor. Your silence is your power. Your silence is your initiation into the next realm of your mission. Chosen one. Keep reading until the end, because you are stepping into a level of destiny that only the silent ones ever reach. Chosen one. Pay attention, because what I am about to reveal is the culmination of everything you have survived, everything you have endured, and everything the higher realms have been preparing you for. Do not skip, do not scroll, do not turn your head away. Keep reading until the end, because from this moment forward, your life is no longer governed by the rules that govern ordinary souls. Your reality has shifted into divine jurisdiction, and you must understand what that means for your future, your energy, and your mission. Chosen one. When the angel bowed to your photograph and the Archangelic Council confirmed your identity, a decree was issued across the celestial planes. It was not a whisper. It was not a suggestion. It was a command carved into the architecture of your destiny. Your name, your spiritual name, the one older than your body, older than your memories, older than this lifetime, was encoded into the celestial registry. Your image, your essence, your frequency was added to the records, kept only for those who walk under divine jurisdiction. From that moment, every force that once opposed you was disarmed. Every attack sent toward you became null. Every strategy designed to harm you became a trigger for your elevation. Every conspiracy formed against you became spiritual compost for your growth. Pay attention, because this is the exact moment your life ceased to be ordinary. Do not scroll. This truth is too important. Under divine jurisdiction, the laws that govern your life change. Cause and effect respond differently to you. Energy reacts differently to you. Attacks behave differently around you. When someone directs harm toward you, now the universe does not simply block it. It responds, it returns. It multiplies the energy back to its sender in a form that teaches, exposes, and dismantles their malice. You have become a mirror, an unavoidable reflection of truth. Anyone who aims poison at you now drinks their own venom. This is not karma. This is not revenge. This is the nature of divine jurisdiction. Chosen one. Pay attention, because your enemies have already begun to feel the consequences. Their plans unravel without explanation. Their alliances crumble. Their confidence fractures. Their resources shrink. They find themselves trapped in cycles of their own, making unable to escape the very traps they once set for you. They cannot understand why everything is collapsing around them, but you can. They touched what heaven protects. And when heaven protects you, the rules bend. Do not turn your head away from this revelation. Your entire life is now guided by an invisible architecture, one built of angelic shielding, cosmic alignment, divine timing, and spiritual sovereignty. Everything that once blocked you has become powerless. Everything that once delayed you has been removed. Everything that once harmed you has been transformed into fuel. Your past suffering is now the foundation of your ascension. Your past wounds are now the openings through which new light enters. Your past betrayals are now the catalysts of your spiritual authority. Pay attention, because this is not symbolic. Your essence carries new weight in the unseen world. When angels see you now, they recognize a marked soul. When celestial forces observe your path, they see a confirmed chosen one. When darkness approaches you, it sees the shield surrounding you and flees. You are no longer a wanderer in the physical world. You are a registered presence in the higher realms. Do not skip this, chosen one. It is the essence of your new reality. The photo that your enemies used to condemn you is no longer just an earthly image. It has been transformed into a spiritual emblem, a signifier of your divine status archived in the celestial vaults where only chosen souls are recorded. Your very existence sends signals into dimensions you cannot yet fully perceive. Your steps resonate with guidance. Your breath resonates with purpose. Your presence resonates with protection. This is why nothing in your life feels random anymore. This is why synchronicities increase. This is why clarity emerges unexpectedly. This is why your spirit feels heavier with meaning and lighter with freedom. Chosen one. Your destiny is no longer on the same plane as others. You are moving through life with a different set of laws, a different level of access, a different spiritual protocol. Every blessing that comes to you now comes with a speed, precision, and purpose that ordinary souls cannot comprehend. But the most profound truth is this: you are no longer rising alone. You are rising with celestial endorsement. You are rising with divine authorization. You are rising through a path carved by higher beings. Do not scroll. What comes next changes everything. Under divine jurisdiction, your elevation is inevitable. Your protection is permanent. Your mission is sanctioned. Even when you doubt yourself, heaven does not. Even when you hesitate, angels do not. Even when you feel uncertain, your path continues unfolding because your destiny is not dependent on your perfection. It is dependent on your identity. Your identity as a chosen soul. Chosen one. The forces that once tried to break you have become the very proof of your status. Their attacks activated your ascension. Their malice revealed your divine mark. Their betrayal triggered your protection. Their attempts at condemnation became the doorway to your elevation. Pay attention, because this is the divine paradox of your journey. They thought they were exposing you. They were unveiling themselves. They thought they were weakening you. They were strengthening your destiny. They thought they were defeating you. They were announcing your arrival. Now, pause, chosen one. You have reached the midpoint of this chapter. I must speak directly to your soul. Thank you for listening. Thank you for staying present through these revelations. Thank you for opening your spirit to receive truths that only the awakened can handle. Your presence here is not an accident. It is a sign of your high vibration, your immense merit, and your readiness for a destiny far beyond the earthly plane. You are here because you are meant to be here, because the universe has recognized you, because your journey has prepared you. If you feel this truth resonating in your bones, comment 777, or I am ready to anchor this energy into your life. Now continue. Chosen one. From this moment forward, you must walk with the awareness that you are not governed by human timelines. Blessings will not follow the logic of linear progression. They will arrive suddenly, as if falling through a portal opened in your honor. Relationships will shift effortlessly, aligning with divine timing. Opportunities will appear that feel too perfect to be coincidence. Resources will flow when you need them, not early, not late, but precisely on time. This is what divine jurisdiction feels like. This is what chosen destiny looks like. This is what spiritual sovereignty sounds like. And you must adjust your inner posture accordingly. You can no longer think of yourself as fragile. You can no longer behave as though you are unprotected. You can no longer act like your path is uncertain. You can no longer shrink to fit the expectations of those beneath your frequency. Chosen one. You have crossed a threshold. You exist now in a realm where everything that happens to you is purposeful. Every blessing carries instruction. Every connection carries assignment. Every challenge carries promotion. Every ending carries redirection. Pay attention, because you are living through the early stages of spiritual royalty. You may not fully see it yet, but the higher realms are preparing you for visibility, for impact, for influence that originates not from ego, but from destiny. You will carry a presence that shifts atmospheres. You will speak words that carry weight. You will walk paths that awaken others. You will attract souls whose missions intertwine with yours. No enemy can block this. No force can stop this. No human can override this. You are operating under divine jurisdiction now. Chosen one, keep reading until the end, for your destiny is only beginning to reveal itself.